Welcome to Broadview Stadium in Buffalo. We've reached week 9 of the EA Sports college football season. Contenders, pretenders, starting to separate. It's the Wake Forest Demon Deacons and the Buffalo Bulls. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Thanks, guys. Coach Lembo told me before the game. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Demon Deacons ready to kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone. It's Crawford. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bulls offense will start this game off with the football. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. He has had some big games as well. And, David, you know, from a roster standpoint, they're generally not going to overmatch or overwhelm anybody from the receiver spot, but this is a dude that can get it done.
I think that's the biggest point that you made. It's a guy that has the potential to make big plays. And if you're pointing to a guy, he is the one. Talking to...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Sets his feet. It's right. Under pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Bulls will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. On the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So the Wake Demon Deacons offense will now get its first chance with the football. And here comes Gio Lopez. Still a lot of upside for this quarterback, and they're hoping he can reach his potential.
I know on paper this is really good offense versus really bad defense here at this point of the season, but I think the key and the hallmark, David, for championship teams is consistency, right? Doesn't matter who you're playing, you got to bring your A game to the park. And one thing you know about this quarterback with his experience, he demands a lot from his teammates, and he told us this week he's holding them accountable to a high standard of play in this one.
Well, we love to come into games, guys, and our job in the broadcast booth is we want to paint the pictures of how this game's going to be competitive, how it's going to be great. I'm not that good of a painter. Jesse's not that good of a painter. So, like, this is not a good matchup. And this is what you call a cupcake matchup in the middle of the season. It's going to be incredibly one-sided unless one team just decides, hey, we're not going to show up today, and we haven't prepared like we should.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Lopez. Fires left. Hauls it in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
From the red zone, it's Wiggins. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Lopez wants to fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Cuts it upfield. It's Shelton. Tough run across the 5. He'll get it all the way out to the 8-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Running inside, it's Birch. Taken down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. The easy way to convert on 3rd down, the penalty moves the sticks. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. He's looking to pass. Finds his target. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. They're all over him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front, and they're able to get to the quarterback.
Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Right side, it's Johnson. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Still looking for our first score of the game as we start the 2nd quarter. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Turns up, it's Wiggins. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
On the draw, it's Wiggins. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
And this is exactly what you want to see from this offense. The defense forced a turnover, puts you in a great position. Now, put a few first downs together. Ultimate goal is to capitalize on it, punch it in the end zone. But nice job moving the football little by little, trying to get this touchdown.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Trips left, one wide receiver to the right on 2nd and 9. Into the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Whoa, and it's a fumble after that huge gain. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Dropping back, it's Wright. Rush right in his face. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Quick give. It's Shelton. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Hey, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll run it. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wiggins.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs 1st down, and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Here's Lopez to throw. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Bulls use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Demon Deacons decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. 2nd and long here. Back to throw, it's Wright. Looking to the big tight end. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Hits inside, it's Shelton. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the 1st down. Now Wake Forest will stop the clock and use their first timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. Throwing, Lopez. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Throws to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Davis. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Demon Deacons come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback changing the play. Fresh center downs going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Left side is Hernandez. Brought down at the 31. It is a 1st down. And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a new set of downs. Again, it's Lopez. Fires to the middle. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Lopez. Caught in the backfield. It's Wiggins. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. And the rush will to him at the 25.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Nestled just inside that right upright. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. And the Bulls will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
The play fake, Lopez. Makes the catch, it's Davis. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
And that's a really good throw by this QB, man. Seeing the crossing routes, putting it on his chest so he can keep running across the field, get those yards after the catch. Nice job being on the same page with QB and receiver.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to it. Pulled to the ground.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
And look, I know this offense made some adjustments at halftime, and they couldn't wait to get back out on the field and try to generate a score. But their defense is playing lights out. So to me right now, this is a no-brainer. After the incompletion on third, just punt it away and let your defense eat.
The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. They'll send the tight end in motion. Off play action. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Looking downfield, it's right. Back's got it on the screen. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. The Bulls send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Not a lot of room to field this one. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Demon Deacons offense makes its way out to start this drive. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher, Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Out wide left, it's Johnson. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Demon Deacons will call on their punt team. Searching for space. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. While to throw on first. Left side, it's Walker. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. The give on the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's right. Fires to the wideout. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Out wide left, it's Wilson. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. On the direct snap, it's Shelton. And some great 4th down defense against the run. Straight ahead, it's Wiggins. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Wake Forest has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Lopez, play action. Got it in the middle, it's Davis. Brought down. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Got a little grass, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Demon Deeks.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Crawford. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the Buffalo offense ready to go on the attack. Back to throw, it's right. And points have been hard to come by in this one. Picked off, what a play to set him up.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. They go play action with Lopez. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Wake Forest. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. And he tacks on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Right side, it's Shelton. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Bulls in the hurry-up.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Working that left side now. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. They'll go to the air. Look out! Turns it loose deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Unloads to the right. Found a seam. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Bulls are moving quickly down the field.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
And the Bulls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. Oh, pressure's coming. Finds his big tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Rushes on. He's sacked. This defense all over him. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Wants to throw. It's right. Under pressure. Scoops it up. Still a live ball.
It's so hard to force.
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. They want to throw it. They're all over him. Quick step and go. Touchdown Bulls. A great catch and run for 6.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the Jets, and is gone.
And the point after is good. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The run inside. It's Wiggins. Got the first down. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. To the ground. He's got it again. Turning it on. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and, of course, the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. And the Demon Deacons have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Wake. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were, and now...
And he coughs it up inside the 20. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
Back to pass, it's right. On the move. Trying to escape and get it himself. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Long way to go on 2nd down. He'll set up to throw. He's got it. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get it through the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that third down. The Bulls getting set on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Left side is Wilson.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Bulls, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Ball is dropped, incomplete, and that will do it for this one. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, David.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve.